Do you really need 8 more inches? Hey guys, welcome back to Stovepipe TV. I'm Luke.
I'm Adam.
And today we will be comparing the benefits and opposite of benefits of bullpups versus a standard SBR AR.
So first off, I think mine's cooler.
Mine longer.
No.
Yeah, actually, it's pretty insane. This is a
10.5.
10.5, so a 10.5-inch barrel with a pretty standard size can on it. This is an 18-inch barrel with a little bit bigger of a can, but not much. And with the stock fully, put it to where you would shoot with the stock. I'm about half an inch shorter.
You're one baffle longer.
Shorter.
I'm one baffle longer.
Yeah.
But I wonder, can you get your can off? Okay, so somebody didn't rock set their Atlas. What is it? No, it's a
Reading Atlas.
Atlas. But that just shows you there without the suppressor.
18 inches, 10.5 inches. So this is 7.5 inches longer, but we are a solid 1.5 inches shorter.
Like the end of your muzzle device is at the threads of mine. And we'll zoom in, and you're just gonna see my face right behind it. Okay.
Let's go over what your rifle is.
So this
for
is
the new viewers.
A wannabe PSA Mark 18,
the booth cannon,
aka the booth cannon. I think I've had this rifle probably the longest. I think this was like one of my second rifles built. It's been SBR'd. Everything's been changed. It's just at this point it's a Frankenstein, and I'm surprised it still runs.
Sometimes it doesn't.
No, she always runs. This thing always runs.
Yeah, okay, that was when you had the ballistic advantage barrel in it.
Yeah. We're not gonna.
That was a whole disaster in and of itself.
We're not gonna name drop bad products. Not today, anyway.
Yeah, smallistic Smadvantage.
Do I need to replay that in editing so they'll understand? Yeah. Okay. So what do you got going on over here? Because that's a pretty crazy.
This is a doohickey. So this is a A3 Industries now. They changed their name from A3 Tactical because of some dispute with some other
tactical company
with an A and a 3, but there's also another letter. Anyway, A3 Industries Triad. It is a kit, a bullpup kit for the bufferless ARs. So they have one. This is the one built off of a Foxtrot mic upper. They have one for the BRN 180 from Brownells. They have one for the PSA Jackal. They have one for the CMG Descent and the Faxon ARAC 21. They have. Oh, and the Matador Arms Mat 9, which is hilarious looking, by the way. I don't know if you've actually seen a picture of one, but it's great. So this is an 18-inch upper, like I said, direct impingement, but bufferless. So all the buffer is up here. You can see how the receiver is just a little bit taller than a standard AR receiver. So all your recoil assembly is up here. So it's completely bufferless. And we have a video on this if you want to check it out, just first impressions and everything. So we thought we would show what possible benefits you get from a much longer barrel in the same overall package.
I mean, really, yeah.
Yeah. So let's get into it. First things first. The last time that y'all saw this, it was having a bit of trouble with running. That seems to be fine now. We put some more rounds through it and just let the bolts sit open for about a month and a half. Yeah, it seems to be running fine, but watch now. It's run fine this whole day that we've been shooting, but now that we're on video, it's gonna mess up. First thing we're gonna do is both do build drills with both of them, see how fast we can run each of them. I have a feeling we're both gonna run that one faster because we're both just more used to it.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see how it goes.
So that's a bug. Get off. So 3 C's. No, yeah, 3 C's, 1 D.
And a D.
Okay, before we forget, Luke shot a 196.
Plus about a few.
Couple, yeah, we won't. We'll just count the 196 and 2 C's and a D. That's what we'll say. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Seems heavy.
It's balanced.
Don't blow up. Let's see. All right.
You are the one that usually gets blown up on.
That's one.
And a lockback. Look, it's running.
It took me for a ride. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, bro, that's pretty nice shooting. 2 C's. Like your high school career.
No, my high school career looked more like yours. So 2 C's and 4 A's, and that was a 171.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
So, okay, now we switch to the booth cannon.
That was my shot with the booth cannon.
Was there 177? Yeah, 177. That also could be the difference between a hollow and a
LPVO with about 4 inches of height over bore.
Yeah. My turn. Do I get bonus points for hitting the steel?
No.
So 167.
3 C's? Getting closer to high school.
Yeah, man's stomach is tore up.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so now, obviously, big difference between an AR and a bullpup is battery of arms. So, reloading, a lot different. So we're going to see how that affects our 1R1. So, we're running a 3-man operation with 2 men today, so it's a bit rough. We have to hit the shot timer. And then we'll do a 1R1 with both and see which one's faster. I think we know the answer. Lockback was good though. I'm so glad this thing's running. It was making me mad.
That is crazy. All right, we're gonna try leaving the camera on the tripod with our 2-man
operation. We also got a new tripod, so it's a lot sturdier and we can trust it a little bit.
Yeah, true. All right, she's good to go.
Shooter ready?
Mag in. All right. Think so.
Stand by.
Oh, it worked.
None of us are used to it running yet.
So I don't even know. The camera saw it, but I don't know if you saw it. When that bolt locked back, I immediately went
642.
So before we go down there, because
I think we both run one of those again.
Yeah, and they both look good.
Yeah,
the shots look good. I'm not really too worried about the shots. Just for demonstration, it is clear. But for this thing to reload,
it's an L85 style mag release, because L85 was, or SA50 or SA80 was built off of the BR or the AR 180. So it's the same style mag release as on an L85. So you beer can it out
like so, and then in, and then that bolt release, which I like this because that bolt release actually kicks way out.
Yeah.
Because like when it's not, the bolt release isn't out, you're like, man, I don't know, that's kind of.
I think we both run one of those again with that, because I think now that we know it's gonna mess up this time, but now that we can expect it to lock back, I think we'll both be faster.
Okay. Before we clear the shot timer, my time was a 6:42. They probably can't see that, but we're gonna leave it on the tripod again, so that way there's no distraction with you having to press the button.
Not going for accuracy, but
well, you get them on the target. We'll say that. Are you ready?
Yep.
Magazine in the right, orientation on the table.
Hope so.
All right, shooter, are you ready?
Yep.
Stand by. So that is a 512, and that was, other than the magazine getting stuck up in there, it wasn't too bad.
Shooter, are you ready?
Yep.
Stand by. Did it again.
I did it again.
488.
I hate that.
Let's see how we do with the standard AR, which we're a lot more accustomed to.
Shooter, are you ready?
Yep.
Stand by. Three, 1, 2.
Shooter, are you ready?
Yes.
Stand by. .303. Insert clip of copyright music. Okay, so we're doing a little bit of a transition with our plethora of range trash and plates. So there's the 80-yard silhouette down there. Then you go to this smaller, tiny silhouette at 25. You double tap the cardboard, and then you'll have to, standing here, you'll have to lean or sidestep to hit the stop plate, which is the circle gong down there. You have 7 shots. It should only take you 5. So let's see how this goes. Oh.
A light strike, or
that's what it seemed like. But this was the.
Oh, it's right there.
Shit. This is the good one. There was one more that I
right there.
Right here. Let's see. Yeah, light strike.
Was that Monarch or AAC?
AAC.
Uh-oh.
We'll look at posted what the actual time was because it did not pick up everything.
Did it not?
No.
You shot 5 times?
Oh, maybe it did. So 959 with the stoppage.
Malfunction. Which is interesting to show as well. I wonder what would be easier to clear a malfunction.
True. I mean, we can force one in both.
True.
So we'll do that after this. So let's get your run on this.
In case we didn't show it, or both of those are dead center, double, like they're stacked in the A zone, and that was a 954. Just in case.
Yeah, with the stoppage. This is Adam's also using different ammo this time, so hopefully this runs fine. The AAC has always kind of been finicky with this, even when it was not running well.
We're using Bosnian surplus that they got a little too happy on the sealant on the primers.
The sealants are crazy.
Okay. Let's see what I can do. I could have probably rolled this in a little bit.
No lockback.
Did run.
But we take those.
That was a 706.
706, those are good down there. So here's my run with the booth cannon.
Not bad.
Gassy. 410.
.437.
I hit the bolo lean on that one, I ain't gonna lie. Alright, so explain what we're doing for this induced malfunction.
Okay, so there's 3 live rounds and 1 empty casing in the magazine. I know the order, he does not, so he can't predict when this round's going to happen. I mean, you can kind of predict it, but make sure it's going. And we'll run the timer for it, sure. Why not?
Well, that's how we're going to test how long it takes.
All right. So I need to hear. Well, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen when it catches that casing. I don't know if
something's going to happen. It's not going to be good.
Jam or actually feed in. That'll be the interesting question.
That'll be interesting.
Because if it feeds, you can just check shuck it. I hope it doesn't, and you've got to like...
Yeah, actually clear a malfunction. All right.
All right. That was actually good. That one, it jammed up in there.
Yeah, that was not bad. A 912.
Okay. So Luke has done the same thing for me. There's a random dud in this mag. So, all right. I got 2 malfunctions.
You know, for the random light strike,
That was a light strike.
cleared it in 14.85.
Cleared it, and then the casing stuck in the magazine.
Yeah. I haven't even changed the stock, and you keep blaming me for it. That's the crazy part.
Jeffro keep adjusting my
I have yet to touch this stock.
So again, same drill. There's one casing in there, so good luck. That casing is full of water too, so
Delicious.
water doesn't compress. So
Delicious.
good luck.
All right.
You got the timer's way over there.
Tune on.
All right. Let's see here. Why do my casings keep getting stuck? I don't know what happened there. I just had I shot the first round and I was like, what am I doing? That was a 943. What do you think? It
is pretty crazy how fast we adapted to this as far as clearing malfunctions and the reload. We both adapted pretty well, and we both improved the second run through on the reload. So, bullpups, they're pretty neat. Usually, they are very expensive because they're boutique guns, if you will. They're bespoke rifles, so they don't have the commonality of an AR-15. So you can't just buy a Bear Creek AUG.
True.
So the interesting thing about the Triad is it uses an AR lower receiver. So you buy the kit, you have a strip lower for $30, and you are good to go once you get your upper.
Hopefully the upper is not out of stock.
I almost forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me. But so the barrier of entry on this is a lot lower than it is to buy like a Tavor, like a VHS2, not a Hellion, that's a yucky name. Not an AUG, any of the military bullpups, if you will. But you still get the interesting battery of arms. You still get the really short overall length with a very long barrel.
Hey, let me tell you though, it may be shorter. The weight is still there.
I don't know. That thing, I wish we had a scale out here as well as a chronograph.
Okay, but look at it like this though. You put a PEC and a laser and a light on yours, and then
I mean, you're right. It is heavier, but I also have an LPVO. This is a very heavy can as compared to that. This riser, everything is balanced right here though, so it's very.
Mine is not.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. They have their benefits. They have their place. If you like them, I'd recommend it. I'd recommend the Triad, even with the troubles that we've had with it. I think some of those are ammo related. Some of them are break-in related because the Foxtrot mic themselves say that the uppers require a bit of a break-in just because of how the recoil system works. So, pick one up if you want to. Pick up any other bullpup you want.
Before we close this video out, though, the only real complaint I have about going with that route or going with a different bufferless upper or anything like that, you started getting into a lot of proprietary parts. And the way you look at it like this is like, for example, say if it wasn't the break-in period on that, say the springs were literally just too stiff, just manufacturing defect. Well, it's not like you're going to be able to just get a different spring or a different buffer weight.
Yeah, I mean, I have to go with the manufacturer to get that, which
they don't make. They don't make any other springs,
but they will send them to you though. Like if you have a problem with them, Foxtrot Mike, good company, they'll send you whatever you need. One thing I was going to say is proprietary gets thrown around way too much. I think it's a very overused word when it comes to things because people talk about, oh well, I mean, yes, this is literally an AR receiver set is
different part from every part on this thing is from a different manufacturer.
Well, that
it all works.
Well, that too, but people are like, I won't get into that right now. It's a whole thing. I have a huge problem with the word proprietary. I've had this argument with Adam before. It's not worth getting into right this second. So maybe in a future video when I buy a certain thing that you say is stupid but I really like. So
probably gonna be a 338.
It might be the new medium receiver set standard that seems to be coming, which I think is cool. He thinks it's stupid. That's usually how we are though. So I like Bullpups. He doesn't. He likes paying Uncle Sam $200 for all of his guns. I don't.
It's fair. I don't know. It's just you just add it into the build list and it goes away every time.
Anyway, it's a bit of a distraught video, so we'll catch you in the next one. Well, bye.
Bye.